So I want to talk about a movie I saw that is an indie movie and one that is probably not going to get recognition in terms of modern audiences, but in terms of critics, this is one of the best reviewed films of the year, which is the film Lady Bird, and I'm honestly kind of excited to talk about it because this film is a simple story. Like it's a very simple premise. It's just this girl named Christine Lady Bird McPherson, played by I don't know how to say her name, Saoirse Ronan. It's hard. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's a great actress, anyways. But she's the lead in this movie, where she's a teenage girl who is about to go to college, close to graduating, and you just kind of see her life. Basically, you see like kind of a moment in time in her life where she is trying to figure herself out, where she's like figuring herself out with relationships, with going to college, with friends, with just trying to and resolving things with her mother, which the mother and her, played by Laurie Metcalf, really have a big argument in this movie where they always kind of despise each other in a way, and I think that's the story, and it's basic, but the person who directed this and wrote it, named Greta Gerwig, this is her first film, this is her first directorial debut, and she is a fantastic writer and a fantastic director. I think that this movie is fantastic on almost all aspects. I think that, like I said, critics are adoring this movie. This movie has got, on Metacritic, it's like a 92 out of 100. And I know that Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes, people say they're rigged and whatever. But I think that that's good whenever it shows at least positivity on that rating system, whether it's rigged or not. But man, I saw that and knew these two actresses were in this movie, and I love these two actresses. I think they're great, and I really thought that this would be great to see them in, and I was completely right. I thought that they were fantastic. I thought Laurie Metcalf was like to me, Saoirse Ronan is great. She is fantastic as well. But they're two different kind of fantastic like performances in which Saoirse Ronan's character Lady Bird is very funny. She's this snarky teenager who is kind of just this snobby dick. Like she just always is very self-centered and very rude about everything, and she has problems because of that in this movie. And the mom, and how she is telling her all this stuff, that you're being bratty, you're being mean, you're being a horrible person. But the mom, I like how both of the characters are layered, in which you see why they're both mad at each other, and you understand why, but they both have different reasons for it. Like, for example, how the mother is pushing her to go to college to find a great career. And looking at Lady Bird's character, she wants to do this too, but she's so mad at how the mom is pushing her so much. But Lady Bird is also being a bratty character. Like, she's arrogant, and I like that. I like that these two characters are arguing off of each other's problems, but in a way that seems so real. It seems so... The writing in this seems so well done, just how these characters reacted and talked to each other, and all the characters, like, the whole movie felt so real. And I liked how it really did feel like a slice of life, like just a moment in a person's life, and it was interesting. And especially since I'm a man, the perspective of a teenage girl. Like, I think that for me personally is not always that interesting, but I thought that the writing in this really, really sold it. It really was cool seeing the perspective of this character, of how she evolves in this movie, and how by the end it's really, really, it feels earned in the end what happens. Not gonna say what happens. I want people to go out and see this. People should go out and see this movie. People should support indie movies. And I do, but I haven't supported them on this channel. I haven't talked about them much, and like maybe a few, but I really think I should get back into talking about more of them. So this movie, I think, is really, really worth your time. It's really one that you should go and see. It's one that really, if you love acting, if you love great writing, if you love a story that has been done before, but has great writing and great characters and great acting, this one's for you. I think that it's one that we really should support and give money to. I had to see this in an indie theater because, of course, it's not going to be at a Hollywood theater. It's not going to be at one that's because it's going to lose money, and that's really sad because usually quality wise, well, it's kind of a hard line to go on, but I mean, like, usually indie movies can be better made than most Hollywood movies, but there are a lot of exceptions, both sides, both indie and blockbusters, whatever. But go and see this. Go and see this movie. Give this movie something that's gonna make it be remembered, and give it. If you love these actresses, if you love this type of story, if you love great writing, great performances, I think this one's worth it for you. Go and see it right now. It's amazing.